So I'm going to kind of keep you under the bike with me, just from a far point of view so you can kind of see where we're going. But right down under the rear set here somewhere, I'm hoping we will find a drain plug. So give me just a minute. I'll see if I can find a place where you all can see better. This is great. Alright, we're going to sit from right there. Bear with me, Baron. We're still bearing. Alright, that bad boy. Right there is the drain plug. And it's small. Looks like maybe a 12 millimeter. I'm going to grab one. Hold on. Alright, I'm rocking a sweet 12 millimeter wrench. Brought a drain pan too, and I'm standing in front of the light. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's a 12 millimeter, but man, it's sure not the best fitting 12 I've ever seen. I have not changed the oil on this bike before, but I have changed oil thousands of times in my life. So, hopefully no surprises. Ugh. So I bought this bike. I bought it in Savannah, Georgia, sometime around the 3rd of July, and I rode it back to Denver. 1,800 miles in 4 days. So, you know, not knowing when the last oil change was, I decided I might as well do it. And to be fair, smelling what's on my finger here, it doesn't smell that bad. I don't know that it's that old. But anyway, let's get it changed, and then we'll know what's in there. So I'm going to let it drain. I'm going to go wipe this off of my fingers, and I will be back. I'm going to let this just drain, leave the drain plug out. I'm going to go ahead and pull that oil filter off. If, somebody needs it, I think that's an M12, probably an M12 coarse thread plug. And I should be replacing this. There's really one-time use sorts of deal, but I don't have one, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to reuse the thing. I don't have a lot of trouble doing that. If it turns out I have a slow drip, well, I guess I wasted 3 quarts of oil. So, I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to try and get this oil filter off. But I think this is going to make a righteous mess. I should probably be removing this lower tray. Yeah, that oil's going to go right down over top of that tray. But here goes nothing. Here goes everything. What's holding this on? I should not be a lazy bastard. I should just pull this off. But I'm going to be a lazy bastard. It's probably also easier if it was up on a stand, because that oil's just going to run right down that stupid thing. Yeah, well, it is what it is. You only live once. Oh, that one's on tight. Come on, you little bastard. Yeah, I know, you're supposed to use a wrench. Real men don't use wrenches. Real men just have hernias. Trying to remove oil wrenches, oil filters while laying on their garage floor talking to a GoPro. I'm getting a wrench. Ooh, nailed it. Oh yeah, look at that. Jeez, that's way easier. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna pull off this shield. It's a hex, maybe a 6 millimeter hex. So what I'm gonna do is take out, I think it's 3, 1, 2, and the one hiding out behind the kickstand. And see if I can get this down. Probably can't see a damn thing around me. See if I've got the right size Allen key here. Ugh, this thing's gucky anyway. This will give me a reason to clean the bug guts from Alabama off of it. Ew. Should probably stop laying on tools. Now look at this. This gives me something to do while I wait for that thing to stop dripping. Five points if I get all three of these out of here without dropping them in the oil. Alright, so I've got that heat shield off. And that was actually not too bad. I mean, not removing it wasn't too bad, but what it did was it gave me a little time to let this thing drip oil. That way I don't get impatient. So put in the drain plug, being absolutely certain to drop it into the oil at least twice. We'll get this put in. I think you should probably be doing this with the bike on a stand, but honestly, I don't want to dig out a stand. And chances are that you all watching at home probably don't have one of those stands either. So, drain plug gets back in. Tightened up. I'm not a big torquer. Just tight is tight enough, as my dad would have said. And now I'm going to move you a little bit, and we're going to get this oil filter the heck off of here. Hopefully not dumping oil all over the garage floor and in my hair. Alright. I'm just going to let that drain nice and slow. Lay here and contemplate my life choices. No, but seriously, let's take a quick minute. I'll show you what oil I'm going to put in this thing. Alright, never used this oil. It's Honda's HP4S in a 10 weight 30. Now typically, every bike I have, I generally run Mobil 1 1040 in. But Honda they were insistent that it was 10 weight 30. So I looked for 10 weight 30. There was Honda's G4N, but that's a conventional oil. I didn't want a conventional oil. I sit a lot in traffic, idling, and it gets hot as crap here in Denver. So this stuff is synthetic, and in my experience, synthetic oil does a bit better job in heat. The other thing I'm using is the stock Honda oil filter. I typically run high flow filters, but I could get this for like 25 cents more, and there's a part number. I don't know if you can see that. But I get this cheap, or not cheap, but on par with the high flow. So I bought that. I put money on it. It's actually probably made by the same company. So anyway, that's the oil we're going to use. Let's go back over now and see if this has drained. Slowly but surely. You probably can't see a thing. Eek. Okay. So we'll get this off of here. Doing my damnedest to get it in my hair and on the garage floor and everywhere else. Probably can't see anything around my big hand. Alright, well you can see now. So this drain, I'll wipe this up, get out that new filter, and we'll get it put back on. So you sit tight, I'll be right back. I learned to change oil when I was a kid in the very early 80s. My dad had helped me, actually helped me. My dad would have me help him. And that basically meant I got to climb under the car and lay in the dirt. And he would sit in the driver's seat and guide me, as he might say. But one of the things we did back then, was to pre-fill the oil filter. So it's something I learned when I was a kid. It's something I still do in the workshop. Yeah, you might be able to see that. The things I like to do with these filters is just wipe them down before I use them. You don't know what they've been through or what manufacturing gunk is left in the threads. I've actually never found anything in any of them, but you know. I'm just going to put a little oil in here and fill this up a bit so there's not so much air in the system when I start the bike. And I'm not going for perfection, just I'm going to fill it up a bit. I don't use tools when I put a filter on. I've always done them hand tight, a bit more. You know, I don't think I could strip it out or damage anything by hand, but if I were to crunk on that with a tool, I think it could way over tighten it. So I think that's about tight enough. Wipe this off the exhaust so I'm not smelling it for the next 15 miles. Alright, we'll go around to the side and put some oil in it. Alright, so let's put some oil in it. I think Honda said like, I don't know, 2.7 quarts, maybe. So I'm going to put in 2 quarts, or at least a quart and whatever's left in this bottle. And then I'll hold it up on its stand where it's roughly level. And I'll top it up to the top line. And then after that, I'll start it and let it idle for a few minutes. Turn it off and add more. So I'm not going to make you all sit here and watch me pour oil into a crankcase. So I'll be back in just a bit. But it would be nice if I didn't have to use one of these things. Because I tell you, every time I do this by myself, I can hear my insurance. Come on, baby. I should straighten that wheel out. Well, anyway, we're upright. Yay. Alright. You can see, I've gone ahead and put it on my sexy swing arm stand. Shout out to Ed who gave me that. God bless him. I put in 2 quarts of oil, and now is so we'll top it up. I'll let you know what I put into it, but my goal here is to get it to the top line, maybe a bit over. So I'm going to lose some of it when it circulates through the system and gets the air out of that filter. But I'll do this and we'll fire it up, let it run for a few minutes, let it set for a few more minutes, and then adjust the level so it's where it should be. And that's about the top line, that's ish. I used about 2 3/4 quarts to get to this point. So now I'm gonna put the plug back in and start it up. I'm gonna move it all out of the way. Hopefully you can see something over there. Now I'm just going to let it sit, let that oil all run back down. and then pop it up. Damn funnel, I tell you, it leaks everywhere. Try and lay it down, try and be clean. Nope. Alright, let's see if I can get you closer so you all can see that. And hey, maybe we should move this light again. Man, it's just gonna be you, me, and the light tonight. Oh, look at that, it's like it's telling a ghost story. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if you can see in there, but that's where we're at. Now we just wait. Ooh, it's like science. Alright, so I'm not going to make you watch this. Jesus Christ. I'll be back in just a minute. I'll be back when this thing settles. Alright, that's good enough. That's plenty of waiting. So I think I am going to end up using the entire 3 quarts. Just an FYI for somebody else who might be doing the same thing. You know, if you're watching this video for information and not just for my witting and funny commentary. Alright, I don't know if you can see it, but it's about, I don't know. Yeah, you can't see it. It's about a third of the way up there. So I'm going to fill it up until it's about even with that top line. Over or under slightly is fine, whatever. But I've used all my oil, so where it is where it's going to be. Alright, so there you go. 3 quarts in, 3 quarts down. New oil filter. It took, what, 30 minutes? You were with me for all of it. I'm going to put the bottom cover back on and call it a night.